Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
Let's go to Lynn in Madison, Wisconsin. Lynn, how can we help?
Hi, guys. I do need your help.
Well, good news. We have got help to give. I mean, I can't think of two guys that are more helpful than us. So you're in good hands.
Well, yeah, I have. I'm hoping to get a dispute settled.
Oh, I love dispute. Oh, it's between you and your husband.
It is.
All right, let me ask this before we get going. Is he by chance in the room with you?
He's not.
Okay.
He's not. I wish he were.
I do too, because I am now starting this new trend here, George. We've done this one or two times. We get both of them on the phone. And
that's more fun.
It is more fun.
We'll hear one side.
All right, Lynn, let's go. Let's hear your side and his side.
Okay. All right. Well, the question is, I want to know if I'm a Ramsey Solutions hypocrite.
Oh.
I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282.
You're in fighting words.
I like how you lead off here. We'll see if you're a Pharisee. Go ahead.
All right. Well, some quick background.
All right.
This is a second marriage for both of us. We were just married this past December.
Okay.
I'm age 58.
Okay.
He's age 54. We have a total of 4 adult children, 2 on each side. And I think a key thing for me was I was a single mom for 17 years. So my kids were 2 and 3 when I was divorced. And I paid maintenance and I paid child support. I carried the health care and I paid for all the incidental for my kids. I found Ramsey Solutions after a layoff that scared me to death. So the stress left me, in not a great place. And I dug into the Ramsey plan. I bought in, I listened, I did Financial Peace University, and I started with a net worth of $170,000.
Okay.
My life insurance was more than my net worth. So coming into the marriage, I was baby step 7 with a net worth of $1.9 million.
Hey, way to go, Lynn.
It was a lot of small vacations at the local park.
You're a rock star. Don't mess with Mama Bear, Lynn. You listen, let's just call that out. That's hard work. Good for you.
Thank you. It was hard work, but it was worth it because now here I am.
Right.
So baby step 7. And now my husband, he came to the marriage with a net worth of $150,000.
Oh, okay.
And he was one of those guys who never found debt he didn't like. He had car loans. He had a boat loan. He had credit cards. He kind of had everything. And obviously, since we're married, we financially got into the same place. So I introduced him to Ramsey Solutions, gave him Financial Peace University. We went through that. And he's come aboard. So we've eliminated the credit card debt, the car loan, got rid of everything. Going into the marriage, I wanted a prenup. And this is where the dispute came.
Okay.
And I wanted the prenup to state that if we divorced, I wanted the $625,000 that I was putting into paying off our residence accounted for. Now, that was if we divorced. I also asked for a death clause that states that should I die, he gets the house in the entirety. And there's no splitting it with my estate or anything like that. It would be his. So it's just a divorce. If there was a divorce, I wanted that accounted for. And then anything above and beyond that would be split equitably. And it's our intent that our retirement account would remain separate. So the principal of our retirement accounts would remain separate. If we draw anything out to pay for things for us, that's all commingled. And everything that all the other cash, everything would be split equally if we divorced. I wouldn't be saying like, oh, well, we paid off the car while we were married, and my cash paid that off or whatever. It was none of that.
So what specifically is he calling hypocritical?
That I wanted a prenup.
Just the prenup. Did he have any, but was he fine with certain parts of that agreement? You just laid out a list. Was he against all of those things?
All of those things. He's like, absolutely, this is ridiculous. I can't believe that you're going to be asking for a prenup. Once we're married, and everything should be equal. I'm like, well, it is equal. I'm just saying if we get divorced, because I've been divorced before and I'm now 58, if I split half, which Wisconsin is a 50-50 state, I don't have time to recoup that again.
All right.
So,
and how long have you been married?
2 months.
I'm going to ask a stupid question, George, that I think you know the answer to.
I may not. Try me.
Can you get a prenup post-marriage?
Post-nuptial.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the document now. We have it now.
Oh, so he didn't want it, but you went ahead and got it drawn up anyway.
Yep, we got it drawn up. We got to a place where those were the things we agreed on. I was trying to explain, like, hey, we're sharing all bank accounts. We're sharing everything.
No, I get all that. I get all that. So the question, so is it signed?
It's signed. The prenup was signed before our wedding. Yes.
But he just resents you
so
for it.
So why are you calling us again? So what's the dispute? This is all moot point, right?
No, I'm still a hypocrite.
Were those his words?
And I'm not truly into the Ramsey solutions.
Okay, well, just let me free you of all of this. There's no hypocrites here. There's no Ramsey Bible that you've sinned against. Prenups are a very nuanced thing, and usually what we say is, unless there's a massive gap in net worth, and yours, it truly is not like oh my gosh, you're bringing millions and millions in, you have a family business, there's massive generational wealth here. We're talking about someone who prepared for retirement and someone who's just getting started. And it sounds like he's on the same page. You're on the same plan now. So you're on the edge of, like, is this even necessary? But I understand with your backstory that you're just going, hey, I just can't be left out in a lurch, not unable to retire if something were to happen. So I think you both need to go to counseling and deal with the underlying trust and communication issues, but there's no hypocrites here. You did nothing wrong, quote unquote. So let me release you of that no one's going to, quote, win the argument. We don't
have like a blanket policy on that.
No, it's just most people don't need one.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, well, I'll make 40 grand and she makes 20. No, dude, you don't need a prenup. We're talking about protecting your stuff from the crazy family around you, not from each other.
Yeah. And had you called us before you got it signed, I would have said, same thing that George said, but I would have said I personally would not do one because I feel like a prenup is an acknowledgement that we could finish this thing and end this thing. And I'm not judging anybody that's been divorced. I want everybody to hear this. I'm not judging anybody. Okay. I am blessed to my wife and I both come from families where our parents have been married over 50 years. So we have a heritage that we inherit. We saw it. And when Stacey and I got married, there was no out. And we've been married 27 years, and there have been times it's been very, very hard. There's no out. Now, that's our position. I'm not prescribing that to anybody. I'm not proselytizing today, but I would say that I would have said ahead of time, I want you to go to counseling because you've got some very natural fears, Lynn. And I understand. I'm empathetic to go, if I were in your shoes, I could see where you could get to that point and want to protect yourself. You've been burned. But so is he. And I think that this should have been counseling on the front end. You should not have forced this. I'm going to say something crazy here. If it were me, I'd tear it up. Woo! And then I'd go to counseling. I think you forced the issue on this, and I think you got to redo it. That's what I would do. Oh boy, here come the hate mail. This is The Ramsey Show.
If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.